Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, not tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday afternoon. You know we got to go early today. Got to get out, get some of that Freaky Friday love today. Haven't seen what it is, but I've gotten a couple comments this week from people talking about that they hadn't thought of the things that I'm talking about when we're talking about part 3. So I figured we could go a little bit more in depth there today. Hey, Ken, how you doing? So we're going to start with that and talk through it. So we're going to go to the event. The event's a 2022 part 3, so that's really fitting for our topic today. So that's great. Now, unfortunately, though, we're not going to be streaming for... I might be able to squeeze 2 more in before Dallas, but there's too much stuff I've got to go... I got to run to IT and do some videos with them, pick up a machine, got to go to Kansas City, drop off a machine, pick up a machine. So Neil, I don't think I'm going to come on a weekend. I think we're just driving down there on Tuesday and coming right back. I just can't fit any time to spend a weekend in any time until for a month or so later. And I got to do it. I got to do this now. Okay. So now, Ken, you might be missing out on some of the comments or questions that people ask. Those of you who are on Facebook alone and not looking at this from another platform will not see any of the other stuff from the other platforms, but everyone will see the comments from Facebook. Facebook doesn't allow the bots to post over. So let us begin to take a look at this bad boy. First thing we want to talk about is our bag. And we're going to go through that first. Now, the first thing when you're contemplating for a specific part 3 event only, and then we'll talk about this in relationship to how you're going to adjust your bag for per particular course. Oh, well, so YouTube here. If you go here. Oh, my typing is terrible. If you go there, that'll take you straight to the YouTube page. And then you can watch through YouTube and see all the commentary. The watching part's going to be the same. All the platforms are getting the same data. It's just for commentary and for chat. So if you ask a question or somebody else asks a question, it's good to see all the answers so that we know. I mean, we can pick up information from things that I'm not even talking about. Now, with a part 3 event, now we already know this one doesn't have any goofy holes that you're having to go over anything. So we're really only looking at our club distance gaps. in general, when we're for approach shots, or when we get to that range of a par three, where it can be anywhere from 40 yards up to 275 or 300, you want to make sure you have all the ranges covered. Now, if you've switched to stouts like most of us have, and with any other ball too, we want to have consistent gaps between the clubs. So what I'm saying that, let's go, what's the best way to see this? All right, so right there we get an overview of all the clubs in the bag, but we're going to look at it from the other menu so we can see the distances a little bit better. Now, when we're looking here, let's start at the bottom. So I got my sand wedge. Now, sand wedge, pitching wedge. I only carry the sand wedge in one of my 10 bags, and that's for 1 or 2 courses that leave you with some makeable shots from hazards, but you can't do it with the G wedge. So the G wedge falls right between the sand wedge, pitching wedge. And in real play and full 18-hole play, I won't have these clubs. But for par threes, this covers my low end, so I can low tee the sand wedge and go approach a 40-yard shot. No problem. I can high tee it, approach a 70-yard shot. I can, but the gap is going to be 20 yards here. Look at it. We got 20, 20, 20. You can't have 20 go into the 8-iron. You can, but this 8-iron is the one that we've used forever. I'm not against people using, I believe there's a 120-yard 8-iron. Filling that in here. I just don't play it ever, so I would be having a little mind discombobulation if I had to look at the 8-iron at 120 and adjust during a par 3 game. Now, next one, 140, 7-iron. 7-iron's pretty much in every one of my bags. I love the club. It's a great club to attack holes with. Then we go to the 5, another 20-yard gap. 4, 20-yard gap. 3, 20-yard gap. 7 wood, just in case we get a setup in there that we need a higher lofted club. This is the oddball in here, right? Could I go with a 2-iron in here? I could. Could I change from my 3-iron to a 2-iron? Yeah. You find it that there's more holes that could use that a little bit more than a 2-iron could. So that's the reason I did that. But yet still the gaps are consistent, because remember, we're looking at the 6 wood is actually a 230-yard club. Possibly some would even say a 225-yard club, but it's definitely plays shorter, so it fills in the gaps very nicely in between here. If we call it a 225-yard club, we got equal gaps in here. Now you may ask, Mouth, you love the 9 wood. Why do you have the 7 wood in here? Because the distance on it is accurate and it shows exactly what it's going to do. Where the 9 wood will tell me that it's a 190-yard club, but it will carry way longer than that, up to 205. So up to 200 yards, sorry, not 205. So could I play that? Yes, but I want to use the line the best as possible when I'm doing the par 3 events. You won't see me carrying a 7 wood in any of my regular bags for courses at all anymore. Then like we said, 6. Okay, 5's a staple. It's been in a lot of bags. I could see somebody putting this being a 4 wood instead of a 5. Same one, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You could do pretty much the same things with the 2 clubs. I like the 5 for par 3s because the height is better. That's really it, in case I do need to go over something. And in the par 3s, it's going over things without a high tee is going to be very useful too, so that I can still keep my spin. 3 wood, and then you got to carry 1 driver. Forever in this par 3 bag, I carried the 10.5, but there are a couple of holes. I believe there's an Auburn Glen one that will set up to like 330, and it's a little touchier to get at with 330, because with 330 with the 9.5, I can do that with no tee pretty easily. With the 10.5, it's a little bit touchier. And then once again, I like to see my distances of things that that are very consistent. The 9.5's a very consistent driver. Thumbs, high tee, low tee, your distances are going to be pretty accurate throughout. So now let's talk about how we're going to approach these shots. I am playing stouts right now. Now, mind you, these techniques work with other balls, but it's not as many spots that you can. Now, what you're going to see me doing on these par 3s, okay, my intention is to thumb it straight every chance that I get. So, because I can repeat that more often than trying to guess how many clicks left I need to hit it or how many clicks right. We're not playing a repetitive game mode where it's the same setup over and over again. So we want to make it as easy as possible. So now we have a crosswind and out of 6, so it's really a 3 going that direction, which means it's only a couple of miles per hour to the direction that it's pointing. I know we can throw that in there and say that's a 45-degree angle. So what is it? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 36. What two equal points are going to be the same? A squared. So what's half of 36? You're looking at 18. The square root of 18 is what? 4.2. So that's a 4 wind going cross, right? Divide that by 2. You got a 2 crosswind. So now we know we've got a 2 crosswind. What other factors are going to play into this? Well, before we hit the ball, the other thing that's going to play into it is an elevation change. Now, hey, Austin, how you doing? What we got to think about when we're looking at this is elevation does not have a number anywhere in Home Edition, Cabinets, Legacy, PGA. It doesn't tell us that. So you're going to have to use your best guess. That's going to be the one variable that we don't have control of while we're playing. Now, what's going to happen on an elevation change? If it's a higher tee, if the pin, your tee shot is higher than the pin, the wind is going to play a little bit more than it did before. If it's lower, it will play less. What does it do for spin? We'll talk about that on an individual hole basis. So if I have an outwind and I'm going way downhill, I'm going to have less spin than what I'm used to. Because if we look at the arc of a ball, right? It's like this, right? Boop. That's parabolic, right? Yeah, I believe it is parabolic. And I got to start remembering this shit. Got to take some trig classes here in the next couple of weeks. So now we've calculated, we've got a slightly more than 2 mile per hour right to left. It's a little bit more than that even. So let's say it's 2.5 mile per hour wind. Okay, cool. We've got the directional wind. The outwind now will change that curve to where your distance stops increasing a bit with these irons. Yeah, it was Pythagorean theorem. Only works on right triangles, which, I mean, we'll always have a right triangle. It's just a question on figuring out what the out. In general, you could just Pythagorean theorem pretty much any of these with the wind. No, actually, I think that's right. I'm looking at it. So we know the one variable that we don't have a number for, that's going to be the estimated variable, which is the elevation. So we're going to just roughly estimate what that's going to do. Now, we're on a downhill shot with an outwind. What's that going to do? The ball where your trajectory would have been landed moving forward like that, or barely forward with an iron, right? When the wind is out, you've actually made that change your arc to being more forward directionally when it lands. So what's it going to do? It's going to cause it not to backspin as much because you got inertia going that direction towards the pin right now, and you're trying to make it turn back completely. Now, if that wind was in our face, then that arc would be slowing down, so the ball wouldn't be moving forward with any inertia when it lands, and it would come back a lot quicker. And those are things you got to look for. Now, we've got all the factors here, so let's see how we're going to aim. Like I said, we want to go straight. In general, on a normal size tee box, which this one is not, you can aim with the edges of the box is about a 6 mile per hour wind with a 5 iron. Maybe even a 7 iron in there. So if we're over 6 with a 7, or over 6 with a 5 directionally, we can't use the edges of the tee boxes. Now, this one will be a different variable too that we actually won't have a number for because the tee boxes change in size. So we can't just go, okay, this will fight a 5 on a flat wind. No, tee boxes change in size. You're going to have to start using your eyes to recognize when a tee box is a little bit smaller. So right now we have to recognize this is the smaller than normal tee box, and you can tell because we're close to the edge of the round, they've done a better job now of not letting it expand out to where we touch the rough. So we got a small tee box to use. Perfect. So now we only have 2.5 mile per hour wind. We said, is that tee box small enough? I think that's enough wind that we have plenty of directional. We're downhill. It's 164. This is going to be something you're going to learn with your clubs. I know when I thumb my 5 or my 4 or my 3, I'm coming up short of the marker on a fly. All right. So if we're coming up short of the marker, I've got an outwind of that. That looks pretty good. Now let's see. 2.5. This is going to be all estimation now. Let's take a look. See. Is that going to move it 2.5? I think it might. Let's come back in a little bit. And this is where you're guessing. Your guessing's going to have to get better. Now, distance-wise, am I right? I think I'm pretty good right now. And before we get into moving the ball back on it, all right, before we had grids on the tee boxes, now we don't have it yet on Legacy, which I don't know. Is it even on PG anymore? I don't know. But instead of using a grid to mark where you're aiming from, you're going to line up with other obstacles, right? So in this case, I'm using the inside edge of the left arrow pointing, right? And I'm saying, okay, I'm lining that up on the edge. Cool, I'm doing that. So now I can move it all the way back on the tee box, but still have the same exact line that I want. Okay, so it is there again. Okay, so that's got to get, I don't know why that's not been implemented back, but hopefully soon. It doesn't really matter. The best part about the grid, we've always said, was that you have lines to move the ball back on the tee box while keeping your same forward line in order. But we can do that without it. It's just a little bit harder. So here we're using the inside edge of the left arrow of my tee box to pick my spot. I got an outwind. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Like I said, this is a guess and check, and you're going to have to do this for yourself. But after maybe 10 or so games of doing these things, you'll figure these out real quick, where you're going to move for what wins. All right, so we're doing that. Now, hey, Ranger, how you doing? But we want to come up with a speed that you're consistent with. So now, before where I would say my 82 to 85 is my range is now 85 to 90. It's definitely able to thumb a little farther. I don't think it's because of my neck surgery anymore. I think it's definitely in the game that they increase the reads on it a little bit to be able to get to numbers a little easier. This is my guess. I don't know if that's the case or if it was just simply converting over to 64-bit. Everything reads a little bit more accurately. Maybe they found some flubbing code. Who knows why? But it's going a little harder at the same speeds as before. So where before my 85 thumb, it's probably sitting at about a 90 now. Now, if I can keep that speed consistent, we're also removing another variable. So you pick your distances at it. So let's say I'm thinking, okay, so 90 on this, going to be a little short of the marker. I'm going to bite spin this just because it's the down 4. And I want it to one hop and maybe trickle a little bit because this is going to plop down right on it. And don't judge me on this thumb shot. I haven't touched the trackball yet until now. So I haven't hit a ball. I feel like I'm going to flub this pretty good. Oh yeah, I did. And I'm freezing. It is freezing in my basement right now. It was like 80 down here yesterday, so we left all the windows open, woke up today, and it was like 50 in my house. I definitely flubbed that, so everything's a little stiff to start. So now, let's take the next part into it. We understand how to aim a little bit better now, but let's take the next part into it. We have to figure out with our speeds, we need the ball to cross the path of the hole. Whether it goes in or not, great. We need it to do that while it's on the surface, either going forward or coming back. So on this shot, and mind you, we're always going to make these calculations for thumbing or a no pullback shot. So I have 2 shots here. For me, my thumb shot with this 6 is too short. Like, I don't think it gets to the green with the thumb shot with the 6. Yeah, it's pretty bad, Bama, I know. But, so how do I want to go at this? I would have to pull this back or do a no pullback push shot. Okay, so that's my second likely thing to do. The no pullback push, I want thumbs to be my first thing because that's going to be my most accurate. My no pullback push is going to be my next most accurate, but I'll push that off a bit sometime. So my shot here, if I can, I want to thumb this. Now, do I want to thumb this with backspin? Depending on your speeds, backspin could work here. Is it a little downhill? That looks pretty level, so we're getting true, accurate numbers here. We're going to get the actual distance that we're looking for out of it. We'll go back into it. Yeah, so we just had it here, Ranger. It was really bad for a little bit, and then now it's just been steady all day. I'm not against it, Caesar. And for closest to the pin, before, when it was hole-in-one counting, I used the Helix set, which is the super backspin club, and with a normal ball. I don't think it's necessary anymore, especially when we're playing an event like 2022. The biggest benefit to having the super spin for par threes was when it rained, because you could backspin through the rain, where now it's one hop, backs up maybe a foot or two, and then dies. So, no, I don't think it's necessary with stouts, especially. So now we got to think, are we going to thumb this straight and get it past the hole? Yeah, we will, but is that going to come back too hard and be in the air when it gets to the hole? It very well might. So we're going to go with the 5-wood and thumb it, because otherwise I'd be thinking a 4-wood thumb, but obviously we're not carrying it. There's another part of this approach that we'll get to too that you can add into it. All right, so we're going to go with this. Now we got to play the wind. We said this is pretty level. It looks good. This looks like it's about a 2 wind too. What is it? 16 divided by 2. Square root of 8 again. It's a 2.5 wind again. So what? Oh, no. I did that wrong. 16 divided by 2, 8. Square root of 8 is what? What is the square root of 8? Oh, wait, I'm messing this fucking thing up. A squared plus b squared, we're going to call them equal. So it's 2a squared divided by 2, square root of, so c squared is 4 times 4 is 16, divided by 2 is 8, square root of 8 is what my directional wind is here. I mean, right? So square root of 8 is 2.7, something like that, right? But then then we have to half it. So we're looking at about a 1.5 wind here. We don't have to move it much. It is hard sometimes. I just couldn't remember where I was going with it. So now we're 1.5 wind. We know that this tee box can't be too small for that, even though it is another smaller tee box. So now we have to figure out, and this is where it gets tricky, where it's going to be a repetition thing where you can start thinking this out. Okay, this ball we've already discussed is barely going to get, it's barely going to be long enough, so it's going to be coming past the hole hard. So that left 3 is going to play a little bit less than what we would think it should. Now, does a 1.5 wind move it more than the left 3 playing little to none? No. So we're going to move it just a little bit left to fight this. Oh, God. Distance-wise was good, and everything happened the way I thought, but I don't have my accuracy on my thumbs yet. So it's going to take a little bit. Radio and a breezy song was on. And now this hole's its own thing, man. It doesn't play right. There's a ton of hidden breaks on it. So you really just want to learn this hole as its own separate entity, especially on the left-hand side. It'll say a left 4, but to the left of the left 4, it's a left 8. Oh, 100%. Half the wind. Grabbers has full wind. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do to plop this down and get it close. Now, like I said, I don't like the 6-wood here because it's short, right? I'd have to hit it with release or most likely roll, and I think it would be coming too hot and have a chance to go over the back edge. So I'm thinking low tee this. Now, that 9 wind, the tee box is too small to fight a 9, so I got to push this a little bit left. And I did not. Or did I? I mean, a little bit right. And I did. I got it 1 click. Wow, these thumbs do not feel good yet. Yeah, you could. I'm sure it works out. But honestly, Rob, we're just going through. Look, we're just giving rough guesstimates because it's still not a perfect estimation because we don't realize if it is a 45 degree or not. We're just assuming all of the time. So, I mean, it's still. And really, I don't want to see you doing the math. Just get an estimate of it because it's still just a guess no matter what we're doing. We can't reverse engineer it to the fact that we know exactly where a straight shot's going in. And in fact, the times when you think you know exactly it's going in and you do exactly what you think, are the times you don't make it. So we're really rough estimating. So you can use that theory to start figuring out what the crosswind is, but I'd have to hear him talk about it to hear myself say if he's right or wrong. He's got a lot of good theories. I'll give Skipper that. The implementation of it obviously hasn't been the best since he's been playing probably longer than all of us. And he's not, I wouldn't put him at the elite level yet. So there's something wrong, whether it's physical or mental or something wrong in what he's thinking when he's playing. So now we got a downhill with a crosswind of 3. Now, is that tee box full size? No, it's small too. That I can tell by looking at it. It's too much to play a 3 wind. We're going to come it back in about halfway. It's downhill. We don't want this thing to run through the green, but if we hit it with nothing, it's through the green. So we're going to thumb it straight. No, we're not. I got to get these things loosened up. And I didn't have enough on it anywhere. So that one probably could have been no spin. All right, 9 wind. How big is this tee box? Now, these look all equidistant on here. I wonder if they did this on 2022. Is that enough to fight a 9? No, but there's a right 3 coming back. So we like this. And you see, we ended up to the left side of the hole, so that 9 was still too much. Now, was it a downhill? Yes, so we could say it went up a little bit, that wind would have played a little bit more. But we're all in that. We're in that range. So when you're getting these this close, one, you're saving yourself putts. I mean, you're not having to putt much at all. And you're going to get a lot of these to start dropping for you. Now, that club, out of the question. I could go back here, low tee it, but I'm still pushing it over the top. So, we're here. What do we have to do to this? There's no way I can't get this there without pulling it back without roll. So, we're going to get it over. We're going to thrum it with roll. And we still left a little bit short. But we're getting points. And points on these par 3s are good. Way downhill, what is this going to do? Way downhill with an outwind, not a ton of outwind, so it's going to be moving forward. This one would increase backspin a little bit, but we're going to use bite and let it increase that a bit. Now, you also have to recognize that how much the trajectory moving forward is going to affect the break on this. Now, I'm already thinking, I'm moving this all the way to the right, and I'm going to come back a little bit, and I'm thumbing this with bite. The bite is going to make it slow down, and then instead of, it's going to turn the down 4 into maybe closer to a down 2. But it's going to make the left 3 break a little bit more than what we're used to seeing on a flat left 3. So, this is all going to be guess and check in here, right? You see how much that thing turned for left 3? And I got a bounce that came straight or just slightly sideways when I threw that. Now, we got to go risk to reward. What's the risk here? The water to the left. Short and left as well. Do we want to hit something that we're going to let it run right towards that? In this case, if we want to make it, the answer is yes, because we don't have another way to go at that. Maybe thumb that with backspin, but it's still the same thing. So we're going to play this pretty safe, and we're just going to flip this a little bit further right than this. And let the 5 break take it. And when we're doing that, we're really being certain not to underdo it. If anything, we want to overcorrect on that one, just so we know we're away from the hazard. Okay, 4 wood. I mean, 6 wood. It's a tough one on this. This could maybe be a thumb bite. That could be a thumb backspin, but that's going to be a little bit long. So let's go here. We're going to shorten the amount that we're moving directionally off the tee because I'm going to thumb this with a low tee backspin. And that's going to change how the ball comes back, and it will fight through that left 4 a lot. So here, I only moved it a little bit to fight the left 4. And we're getting now. I fortunately have been doing this for a long time. Yeah. 17 on Hollywood does suck. It does. I think it got worse in a lot of plays there, but outwind at 10 and across. So what? He's saying 70%. So we're looking at about a 3.5 mile per hour wind cross here with a pitching wedge. Is that enough? Yeah, it's enough. But is that going to be enough to backspin this? Absolutely not. Remember, the higher lofted clubs, you're going to get a bigger carry distance with your standard speed. So 85 on this club will probably land right at 82. 85 on a driver will land at 280. You know, like it's a dramatic loss. Now, obviously, the numbers get larger, but you're losing more percentage on it. Your yards per mile per hour go down the higher lofted clubs that you have. Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. They have a bigger drop-off with it. Obviously, the bigger the club, the yards per miles per hour are going to go farther. But the drop-off in comparison to an 85 and a 142, there is a bigger drop in yards per miles per hour on a lower lofted club than there is on a higher lofted club. If that makes sense. It's not just a static thing that the yards per mile per hour is the same no matter what the speed. Height is a big play in it. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to backspin this? That would have been my first thought, but we're never going to get it past the hole with a thumb shot. So let's move it back a couple clicks. We're going to try to thumb this straight. Now, what did we say the wind was? 3.5? Is a 3.5 to the edge of this box enough with a pitching wedge? It doesn't look it. So I want to get this a click to the left. And I was wrong. It was enough. Well, that was actually pretty damn good. Just a little firm. Hey, Steve, how you doing, sir? Happy Friday to you as well. Holes like this are a total different animal, right? And what you want to learn is how, when you have a big elevation change with a big wind, how the spin is going to affect it. All right, moving a tee is never going to fight this wind. So can we go here and move a tee? That's still too much going back that way. It's not going to fight it. So we're just going to have to manually adjust. Is that enough? No, probably not. So why waste a tee now unless we have to move it back? I like the distance that we're at here. I'm just going to thumb it with release, and I'm going to just push it out left. It is a guessing game here. If I hold this out, holding it out back-to-back times would be a very tough one, the repetition, but we only need to hold it out once. So we got it right. Jesus. That one I thought was dropping. Well, those two guys did drop it. Downhill again. I'm just going to bite spin this and flip it up there. I wasn't getting too cute with it, but points again, right? Just trying to put it close, that's all. Oh, go Goldie. Nice. A little 2 better ahead of it. Uphill lie. What's it going to do? The bounce is going to go forward. It's moving forward harder, so it doesn't back up as much. So is that going to be enough to back it up? Hey, Adam, how you doing, buddy? Now, we got to lessen the amount of the wind, so is this enough for this tee box? I think it might be too much. Let's go here. I had to no pull back that because, and push it because my thumbs weren't getting there. My thumbs at 90 are not going to get there when 110 was short too. So dude, that tells me we probably could have gone up a club even and hit that. But a 5-iron with the trajectory would have been bouncing forward, so we wouldn't have gotten enough play to move that back at the hole. I keep looking at this distance, wanting to chush. You have too much obstacle to traverse, so we can't do it. But 14 wind, it's a 7 cross now. We can make that work with a turn to the directional. Now we're gonna low T this, so it's gonna lessen it. Let's just go straight back from here, low T and thumb it straight and see what happens. You see how that, you guys, I hope you're seeing this, how this works with this. With these numbers, they tell us everything we need to know. And we can make the game do all the work. All right, so we got 7.5 in the face, right? Little bit of cross. So is that going to be enough to play a right 2 on the green and the wind? Yeah, it is. So we're going to be playing a thumb shot straight. Is this enough club to land and come back? I think so. If we have 7 wind in our face, let's say it's knocking off maybe 2 miles per hour per degree, or yeah, maybe about 2 miles every mile per hour knocks off 2 yards. Let's just say something like that. I don't have an exact number for that, but get a rough estimate. So is that going to be enough? If this lands at 115, is it going to back up enough? And my answer is yes, because the ball's already going to be coming back that way. So we're going to still snap thumb this, and this should be good distance. I think if anybody sees the carry distance or can tell, let's see if we're about right with that. Now, that was downhill, too, so we would have lost more distance than normal. I'm not going to fuck around with this too much. I'm just going to move it back straight and thumb it with bite. I know that even if bite's coming too hot on this, it won't roll through the green if it's rolling with the bite. So we should be good. My goal is to have it land and get it to turn down the 7 before it gets to the hole. Start that turn. One more time. And I caught the fringe first. Same thing, though. On that one, it doesn't really change your speeds much. All right, we got an ace 17 and 18 to come back. I will tell you this, right? I thought look at that. Remember Canyon 17? Doesn't it look like that's a chute there that you can hit the ball in and have it spit it out? Yeah, guys, I don't think it is. I hit it up there yesterday, and it just bounced. It went further and was out of bounds. So how do we adjust for this when it's this high of a change? I'm thinking we can do 2 turns, back it up, low T it, release, and I think we got to get it a click or 2 right. Now, the release, you're thinking, well, why does he want it to go forward? He's going to land past the hole, obviously. Yeah, but I want to slow it down on the rollback. It's probably not going to do much here, though. Oh, shit, I hit it too hard. That's okay, though. I've been playing this like as if these little branches don't exist. That was stupid. Now I want to see. Let's see about this shoot. I want to see if it'll come out of here. No, see, it stops up there. How stupid. What a bunch of assholes, dude. That's exactly what happens to me. Don't do that. The loss of a stroke there was going to kill me anyway. I don't care. 16 out with a down 6. What is that going to tell us? This ball isn't going to back up a lot. How do we approach the... Can we pull back and hit this? Yeah. Can we thumb this? Low T. I'm going to line it up right with the pin and low T thumb it backspin and see if we can back it up enough. Not quite enough, but pretty close to distance-wise on that. All right, so after one of those going through, there's got to be some questions here on what I was saying. And maybe I said something incorrectly that will fix by somebody asking some questions. So pop them in here, guys. Give me something to negate or to fix in what I'm saying here. Or if this is helpful or not, let me know as well, too. or a little real world example. If you guys have if you guys are seeing how you're applying this yourself, or if you were missing a part of this that you weren't really thinking about when doing it, or if I'm missing a part when given the instructions, please tell me. I want to get that out there too. Again, downhill, we're going to lose a little bit of backspin, but we have a wind in our face, so we'll gain some of it back. So this will backspin normal. How's that club do? I can't backspin that. I got to let this one run with this shot. Can I backspin that? Won't come back that far. Can I low tee this and backspin that? Yes. Will it be coming hot? Yes. I got enough speed? Yeah, let's do that. Hey, hi Therese. How you doing, young lady? So let's see how the low tee did. Did we have the speed? Yeah, we had the speed just about right. My line was bad though. Now, obviously, you're not going to stop. I mean, you can stop, wait, calculate this out in your head. But in my head, it's like a beautiful mind up in here, just doing it all here all the time. Okay, we're going to land this a little short of the marker, right? Just a little bit, because it's a 7. The 5 will be a little bit more. The 7 will be even a little less. The 8 will probably land right at the marker at my speeds. So, is that enough 7? Level shot, that's going to be close, but this is going to give us a really good judge with the size of these tee boxes to see if a 7 or a 3.5 will move this too much. So let's just thumb this straight with bite. My prediction is with a straight shot with bite, I'm going to miss the cup high side and trickle just to the left of it. Pretty straight. And it was short. Huh, that was actually pretty dramatically short, and I don't think I fluffed it. Again, this hole, figure it out. I hate it. I just fluffed a 5 with backspin. Remember, the lower the miles per hour, too, the less your backspin will work as well, too. So when I hit that at 78, I'm not expecting the backspin to come back. I'm expecting it to be like a normal bite spin. Now, shot like this. We know that the 5 comes up short, right? So does the 4, so does the 3. They always do. We got a wind in our face. I could possibly think that if I thumb this, I could be in the water. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come over here, back it up just a click or two, high tee, thumb it with bite. And I'll just flip it. And that gets me to the speed, like almost at a 90 with a high tee thumb on a 5. It almost gets me to the landing point being the marker. But remember, guys, the whole thing is it's not about the ball going in. It's about hitting a shot that, if you have the line right, will either backspin into the hole or roll through the hole. The worst thing you can do on a par 3, besides for going in a hazard or missing the green, is to hit a shot that had no chance of going in the hole because it never crossed the path of it. This one's probably going to do that. But this is a bit safe. I know it's not going short. It's a question on how much this outwind's going to take it. Is a 5 going to move it too much? It looks like it's slightly downhill. Maybe it's level. Maybe... Are we saying... That looks pretty much a little click downhill, but we don't even have to play it. So I'm going to push this a click to the left and thumb it solid. That was way more than a click, but it worked. And remember, you generally have in those kind of shots a couple clicks variance that, like, I can miss it one click to the right because of the size of the hole. And we got some moisture cooking now. Up 5. Slight outwind. I'm not hitting this club. I'm going to hit this. So how do we make this ball cross the path of the hole? Yeah, there we go, Bama. Bama, it's really only the... What hole are we on? That's really only my 18th shot of the day, and you got to give me at least 6 warm-ups, right? So if we're at 12 holes, 12 games, 12 shots to make one drop, I'll take those numbers all day. So how do I make this go in with no risk? People would be thinking, okay, no, and with a thumb shot. Well, the only way to do it here, I could high tee this possibly, but I still think it's not going to coast through the up 5. So we're going to play that wind. I'm going to be changing my trajectory some here too, because remember when you roll a ball, the arc is different. It goes slightly lower than a medium tee or a high tee. Or I'm sorry, roll will go high, roll and release go lower than no spin, which backspin and bite go higher than no spin. So we're changing our trajectory. You got to be sure of this. So whereas I'm playing this wind as a 5, normally if I was just plopping it down, it would be about here. I'm bringing it in some, and I'm going to hit it with roll. And I pushed it back left. I felt it. But I got it past the hole, through the ball. The ball was on the ground, rolling past the hole. That's a success. That's what you're looking for. They'll drop as you get more refined with it. Or you could be having a bad day and a lot of them aren't dropping. Oh, well. As long as you're hitting the right shots, think of it like a baseball player. Like, yeah, you can hit a bloop hit on a terrible swing, swinging at a bad pitch. That's not success. Or you could hit a line drive to the shortstop that a guy makes a great catch. It's not a hit. I don't think the low release would have worked on that one, Caesar. I don't think it would have gotten through the hole. Release maybe works with the medium tee on that, but I don't think it would have gotten to the hole. Now this one's got a little bit of out. We're going way downhill, so this will have more carry, but the backspin's going to play a little harder, barely harder. And this is going to be where you have to come up with it, like how much wind will make the backspin play less compared to the elevation change. No one knows. It's a guessing game, but we do have to play the crosswind a little bit more. So if that would be for a 6, let's say, even though this tee box is a little smaller, a 5 with this elevation change looks pretty good. And I sprayed it back to the other way. So if that goes in, it's because I mishit it. No, I was right, though. That straight shot from there would have been perfect. Now, would you prefer doing low shots, rolling them hard at the hole, or landing past and coming back in? I don't think it matters. Different strokes for different folks. Some holes, there is only one right way. Now we have to learn how to play the break on the green, right? We got a good spot at where we're landing the ball, but your landing spot could be different than mine depending on how you're playing the break of the green and which angles you're coming in from. Now, if I was to pull this back and hit it with an 8, it will be backspinning a lot harder, so I'd have to play the break a lot less. This one with a thumb shot and backspin is not going to get back to the hole as hard. So I got to play this pretty solid because it's going to start with a fast spot and then slow down and tail in. And once again, a guessing game. I hit it way too hard. See how bad that was? And that was only just a 5 wind. We had almost no wind on that. Okay, so we talked, I want a thumb shot here. But if I thumb this with a medium tee, I'm not getting it there. So let's move it back, play the wind, and high tee it. And look at that speed. That speed is just so butter when you're doing it. Now, I generally, when I'm high teeing something like that, I bite that shot or backspin it because I just didn't know if I was maybe a little longer. If that ball was going to carry a little more than I thought, so be the safest possible, even though it only takes off little tiny bits of distance on it. That little tiny bit of distance could be stopping in the fringe or trickling through to the rough. And an 8 wind with a 5 is a little too much with an elevation change. All right, we got to start digging in for the points. Crosswind. I'm going to be safer on this, and we're going to just thumb this with bite. I'm going to push it back a click or two to the right. I don't think I need to, but we have a left 4 that's going to counteract the spin coming back, so I think I need to get it a click right. And it was quite a few clicks right. All right, so there's 5 1-betters right now. We got to beat all of these. Lots of options here. You can approach it like this. I'm thinking that this might be the best play because if I hit this shot with release and it doesn't go in, and if I miss it to the right, that arc is kind of arc of that tier will probably push the ball right back down into the hole. So let's just play this like we're going to make it, and then know we have a backstop for us too. Too much tee work there. I mean, is this making sense to all of you, the things that I'm saying? I just feel like sometimes I'm saying things in my language that you guys might not be up to par on with. Oh, and I knew it. 6 mile per hour with a sand wedge is about right. And I played that straight from there when I should have moved it back to the left a little bit because I low teed it and that wind wasn't directionally, dead directionally. Little different process here. I'm going to low tee release this shot. It might end up a little short, but it'll be a putt. No, it was perfect. Well, I hit it 92. Good speed, though. That felt good. All right, let's try a little different one here. Can I thumb this with backspin? No. It'll land right at the pin and it'll check right off the green. Can I thumb that low tee with backspin? Yeah, is it going to get back enough? I don't know. Let's try this. Let's high tee this, thumb it with backspin. And let's just get a view on what it's going to do. Is it going to come back at all? Only a little bit. So could we back that up? Yeah, but I want some movement when it hits the green or else I'm not giving the ball a chance to go in. All right, always look up on this hole. We're clear here, I think, but I've hit it when I think I'm clear. Oh. Now. Well, a lot of people missed that, so we moved up to second by just playing clean. Okay, a big outwind. I don't like that, but if you guys have played this enough to know that even this club is going deep on it. So let's go low tee, release, and see if that win. We're just a guessing game on this. There's too many variables here, so your goal here is just to be safe. No, I needed to hit that a bit. I probably didn't need to low tee the... Oh, Brooksy's. Oh, wow. I just fell down. It was just that they're actually playing live with me. This is nice. All right, we need to make this. It's all or nothing. What's the best way of making this? I still think it's a backspin shot to make it. I'm going to just flip this up with backspin and hopefully it goes in. Nope. Got scared. You and your friend I'll never see again. All right, so let me go through one of these two and stop me. Make a comment and stop me if you see me do something I haven't talked about and why, and I'll explain my thinking why I did it. So I'm gonna just go at one of these as if you guys aren't even here. A, B, C, D, E, F, U. I almost went with my most offensive meme ever, but instead I decided that I ordered the shirt so I can be that most offensive meme that I would ever be to use. I just really didn't want... my mom and my wife's mom said, I can't like your posts because they're so offensive and my friends will see it then. I'm like, Mom, that's the goal. That is the absolute goal of my posts. Oh. Oh, come on. That's a perfect shot, though. as much as it didn't go in, that's as good as it gets. We played it all right. Right club, right spin. When it trickles past the hole just like that and barely misses, that's a perfect shot. Going in does not define it being, or I'm sorry, that's the right shot. Perfect shots have to go in, I'd say. Jesus Christ. Is that you, Austin, playing in Cicero, Indiana? Oh, yeah, that's not... We're not sharp with the no pullback yet. We'll get it there. Is that Thumbs McGee that's got the aces already? I'm looking to see if I've got a backstop down there, and I don't think I do. So we can't go with the backspin on those. But bite isn't going to roll through anything. Actually, that looks like a slope green. See you, Bama. Now, Caesar said low T release. I'm thinking low T roll on this. Ah! You know, that could have gone in, but I don't like the speed on that, so that wasn't the right shot. Low T release might have worked there. It was a solid outwind. Bring it back, baby. Bring it to me! Eat shit, Cicero. And guys, if I ever give an eat shit moment, just know it's an inside thing in the Golden community. It's just nobody. It's not a hateful thing at all. So don't be running on there and saying, "Oh my God, Mouth told Austin to eat shit." No. Oh, Austin. Is that Austin? Let's see. Is that Thumbs? No, that's Bryce Lepic. Why is he in the stream with us? What a dick. He probably already played. Hey, Querto, how you doing, sir? I sprayed that. I didn't like that. That felt like it's a click left. Oh, we're playing, man. Like I said, probably the last stream for a couple of weeks. I'm going to try to get one in before we go to Dallas. Might not happen, though. Yeah, but with that outwind roll was a little bit too much. But if I backed it up, it would have been on the ground rolling through it. I'm not necessarily looking to put it close. I'm just looking to put it in. So as long as I know that the ball can't lip out with the shot that I'm hitting, that's good. And that's one of the problems that we used to have playing with the Helix. I would roll over backspins with the super spin on some shots. Like it would lip out with a backspin through a hole, which is crazy, I know. All right, so you saw how much the backspin did to that with a high T iron. It's not a lot, but it definitely changed my angle coming at the hole. Okay, so this one I got a feeling I can't do anything but pull back and hit it. But we're going to try a low T8 and see what it does. We got points, but that was not a successful shot. I didn't pull it back past the hole enough, so that wasn't the right play. The intent right now is all hole-in-ones. Can I backspin that? No. Is that too far? Yes. Can I low T backspin this? Yes. Is it still too hot? It is. Didn't get it back to the hole. Wrong shot, but right shot because I didn't move it back on the tee box. I could have moved that back on the tee box and it would have came past the hole. The 5 low backspin was the right shot for a thumb shot there. See what I'm doing with that? It makes sense, I hope, right? Now, we saw that the 15 made this ball land at about 115 before. So let's do this. We'll move it over directionally, come back in a little bit. I don't think that's enough wind to fight a full T-box move. And we're going to flip it with release. And I sprayed it left. So that's bad. But that landed, that's about right at my speeds. And guys, my speeds are going to be slightly different than yours. You guys got to know your speeds, but the calculations will still be the same. Sorry, I just have to get that on. I didn't go crazy with it. I know where it's going to land. I'm not fighting that close enough to the hole to make it go in the water. So we're happy with that. That result's fine. Wow, see? And look at it, because it's so downhill, even that comes way back. And it did. Bryce got shit on that. All right, we've already... I mean, somebody's going to have to ace this to beat me. So let's just get this up there. I'm not going to go too kooky with it. Give it a chance to go in, but not one that's going to have... The best chance to make that go in is to hit it naked, but it goes over the edge then. Bryce tried to make it, I think. It's my guess. He tried to make it. He was pissed that he let. He's probably not happy with himself right now. He's kicking it. Holy shit. Would you guys not love this? FAA considers regulating airline seat sizes. Yes? Well, a lot of you short people probably don't care, but this is getting bad. Dude, it's getting bad. Like, they put me into seats where I physically can't fit. Once again, greed. There's kids when we fell in. Ah, there it is. Greg, I think Greg's excited, right? Hey, Jay, what's going on, bud? But I think Greg's excited. No, so, because I talked him into driving to Cedar Rapids and then driving to Midway to go to his first GoldenTee tournament, I made a little call. I talked to Adam and Kevin yesterday. They're opening the shop up for us on Thursday before the GoldenTee tournament in Dallas coming up. And Greg's going to get a chance to maybe take a look at 2023, play around a little bit, see what they do in there. Listening to our favorite song. Good. I had to do something for making him drive out here. Hey, Kev, how you doing, sir? Well, I don't like this any which way we're looking at it, but let's try something that I don't do often. I don't like high teeing the 6-wood because it just doesn't feel like it has the same It's like when you high tee that club, it's like it fixes the 10 yards short on it. So I'm very careful with it. But God, twice in a row? Let's try it again. A new shot for me. Is that going to back up at all? Nope, not at all. But you can see that's a great club to just put it right by things instead of trying to make it. It's definitely wonky. Who was that, Greg? I mean, I do know the guys from there. Yeah, who's going? We're really just going through it, man. I know I've met Chris, well, I'm sure I've met them both. I recognize Chris. Nothing great yet, Jay. I mean, one better. I think we've been one better most of the games. All right, this is one of the rare ones. This looks like it's dead nuts right in the hole if I hit it straight. Well, so if he went to Wisconsin, I didn't get to go to Wisconsin. I was in a neck brace. And that was like the weekend after my surgery. You just got to know the bounces on the hills are bad. This one, I don't think we can thumb it. We're going to cut it in. Yeah, Wisconsin's going to be one, though. I shouldn't miss again. All right, now on this, you may wonder, I'm going to hit the 7 just because I hit it a lot more than the 3, and I know my spin's a little better. The 3 is really there in case shit. And we got the points up now. Listening to... Yeah, you were going to get rid of that? What would make you think you needed something in the new? Fucking, I love you out buying things, dude. I'm fucking broke now. I'm falling. Yes, I look and sound like Bradley Cooper, I know. I was targeting an ultra there. I don't know why. That just felt good. Should have called it ahead of time. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look at nice physics. Come on, guys. Can we please get this fixed? Why would a ball ever stop here? It's just not physically possible. And now I don't think... Well, I got a sandwich and not a G-wedge. I might be able to make this. Woo! Hold on. Okay, so now I'm happy it stopped there, really. Let's be honest. Ben watches I dive in. I'll never reach the ground. Yeah, that was a little bit. That was good. I'm happy with that. Down, outwind. That wind. Ah, wow, that release was not necessary. Now, there's another part to look at it, too. Because you also need to know that no spin will make the break play when it lands. The bounce when it lands first is more dramatic. I don't know if physics-wise that's correct, but it is what it is. I'm a D. No, but the problem with that is if I had only my G-wedge, the chances of my G-wedge getting over that edge were very slim. And that's why I was a little upset after it happened. All right, this is going to baffle. I'm going to release this. Because I needed some spin on it, and I don't think bite or backspin would have helped that. Hello. All right, we need an ace here. Oh, no, we can get points. Wow. No. Wait, what's Easter 16? What is Easter 16? Oh, the part. Oh, that? No. No, the low T with that, I can cut it and comfortable. Not enough change on that hole to make me change it all. And in fact, I aced that hole Probably sitting at fucking 20%, 10% at worst. It's just a guesstimate. Brand new girl. Good for you, you happy and healthy. You're without me, baby. I could do that. So we're going to knock out 10 of these. I know these are boring to see, but look at the intricacies of what I'm doing here and try to apply it to your game. Doesn't have to be in just a par 3 contest. You can do these kind of tricks on par 4s too that are drivable. It's a little harder when you're in the longer areas to play one clicks, but it's still just a guessing game. Well, the key on those, Greg, is to play half cuts. Half cuts kill distance, and it's easier to get your speed to go lower when you're going directionally. Find out there without me. All right, so apparently a down 5 with the high 8-iron just doesn't want to fight it. Now, remember what I said. This is the spot where to the left of this pin, it's actually a much bigger break. So we don't want to really do what I just did here because look at that big turn. It wasn't bad at all, but if I had... Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why wasn't there more break in that? Is it shorter than that, maybe, that you need to be? Oh, that sucks. All right, so we just got to do some aiming. You're a sociopath. Well, we did. Floor in your bathroom. Okay, this is uphill, and it's not, it looks like it's not, but it is. The shot plays longer than it should. But by doing the things that I'm doing, you can then have your misses be good still, too. That one didn't feel very good to me. Well, I gotta say, I love Jason. His handicap can't be right. He shot a 30 against me to my clean round. He shot a 2 better against me. In Tim's tournament, it won't happen in mine. I won't let that shit happen. But I gotta be more cognizant of other people's tournaments because they're not adjusting the handicaps like I do when I'm looking at it to make sure it's legit. I like to think I know a lot of people's skill sets, and when I see that the top person in the tournament is giving Jason Lashivo 2 or 3 strokes, that's not acceptable to me. This is one of the only holes that I plop it down with bite and let it trickle around. Yeah, I know, but whatever. And then also he always makes me play on his time because he'll miss an invite, and then I'll miss one because he missed the first one, and then he shoots his score. So yeah, that's a touchy subject for me. Not pleased about that. Would I've lost anyway? Yes. Does it change when you're giving somebody 1 stroke compared to 3? Absolutely it does. It changes how I have to approach it. Where I'm playing when I see I'm playing somebody of his caliber and he's shooting and he's getting 2 or 3 strokes from me, I have to play 2 better. So I have to attack every hole, and it causes you to make mistakes sometimes. The handicaps are tough. They're tough to work. And really, we're making educated guesses here, but then we always have to, we make an equation, right? And we know what the variables have to be. It's just a question of hitting the variables where we want them. And it's hard to do. So it's just the best guess. It's really a best guess when you're coming to shot, when you're playing the game. But on top of it, we can all get the guesses right. And then there's the skill part of it to do what your best guess is telling you that you should. So there's a repetition part of this, or a play more, get better acronym to it. Yo, but it don't sound the same. Wow, that didn't check to the left like I thought it would. This sounds like ooh. Do I want to backspin this? I do. I can't though. We're gonna actually, this is the first pullback shot I've hit. Because I wanted the bite spin to get enough backspin to come down the hill. That was really it. I really was just changing that to a thumb shot with bite wasn't moving enough. Nice hole out. Fuck. All I wanted to do was dance. I do, yeah. I honestly, I hate to say it, I feel like it's part of the tournament experience, right? I get to play with people that I may not have ever played with before, or I might not get to play with at all during the weekend. And then I walk in and get Luna instead. I beat him, but I beat him in the handicaps. Can't beat him in the real ones much. Oh, god damn it. That was a hole in one waiting to happen. It just really all depends on if I'm there in time, Greg. It's disappointing to me when people don't, but most people do now, so that's good. I had the chance, take it to every party, 'cause all I wanted to do was dance. Ooh, I don't have it today with the voice, guys. The looks of Bradley Cooper, yes. The voice is not there right now. I'll be the first. I was wrong. But I just want you to know. Okay, so when we get to 18, let's see. What? Why wouldn't we make the doubles? We are absolutely making the doubles, dude. That's... Always, Caesar, always. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? We are definitely making the doubles, dude. We're 100% making the doubles. It doesn't start till... Oh, the doubles. The doubles is probably Thursday, you mean. The handicap is late Friday. I'm going to try to bite this just because I know. Just because I know that even if I come off the green, I'm going to come off at the bottom. It doesn't really matter. It's a gimme chip. Oh, okay. Oh, then we would make that. Normally doubles used to be late Thursday. Well, they've changed it around. Doubles is fun as shit though. No, we'll make the doubles. But all we got to do is if we're like landing at 10:20 and we got to be there by noon, yeah, we'll get to the we'll Uber to the airport, from the airport to the bar. Sorry, I want to stop and interrupt this. I can't lose unless someone aces here because the max points that someone can get is 10,600, right? So if they don't make it, they're getting less than that, and I'm up by 16,000. I can't lose by points this game. So all I got to do is stick the screen, and I'd be in the lead right now. And guess what? We're on the green. If I made it, we couldn't lose for certain. We didn't. But notice, I think one of them tried to hold it out. Big dress. But we can reach out to Steve or whoever's running, Steve or Paige, or no, it's definitely not Russ, who's ever running the doubles, and can get added onto the list, and they just put us at the bottom of it. Well, no, but no, it's double that. It would be 21,200. Then would be, it doubles the points. But I don't play to count in ultra there. But like I said, I was saying that I can't. The hole in one would have beaten me anyway because they would have been up a stroke on me. An ultra would have had to have happened for somebody that was down a stroke to me, but I was still 20,000 points more than that. It's 100 points for every yard. It's the max. And then you can double it for the ultras. But even the second tier, the people that were down a stroke to me were more than 20,000 behind me. So even then it wouldn't have mattered. But that's, you have to look, if I'm in a contest and I'm looking at that, yeah, if I see the leaderboard and all of us through 17 and I'm up by 50,000 points, I'm good. I don't have to make it. I don't have to hold it out. Now the funny thing there is, I honestly thought I hit the 7 wood. That happens to be quite a bit because I don't have a 3 iron in any bag except for this. Keep your eyes on me. I also want to show you guys another shot on Easter when I'm done with these too. And actually, let me go through and see if I got any invites to accept. Oh, shit. Lay home back and relax. Need to go nowhere fast. Enjoy right here where we at. Supposed to be. Uh-oh, Bryce is up there holing out already. We're gonna catch him. You see how much farther? At 90, that went the distance. Guys that didn't treat me right. You see how my distance is? Almost every shot I'm hitting is coming past the holes. Bryce is on fire today, though. Can we catch him? That's the key. Okay, that did not follow the path of the ball that I'm used to. That thing slowed down and then turned. See where this thing goes. All right, we're going to cut it in. I at least got the angle right. I just don't want to put myself in a position where I've already lost the round right there. All right, we could get two. We could get two back on the back. We could get two, no problem. That's not going to cut it. Again, I hit a shot there that followed the path, was on the green and followed toward the hole before it got to it. Wait, that didn't make any sense. Sorry, the words. We're going to try the same thing we did last time. Nope, that's bad. All right, stayed up. I have to swoop this ball in. I have to. I like calling that swooping. I like saying swoop. Swoop's a fun word. Okay, that tee box was bigger, and I didn't look. Wow, I've kind of relegated everything to being the smaller boxes. There it is. Oh, wow. Wow! Oh. Easy. Me. Okay, 13. We need this one to land about what... I'm thinking this is going to be good, too. I think this is fine. I didn't get it left enough. I didn't need to move that. I didn't need to move that back on the box at all either. Ugh. But this is why we have the 7 wood too, and not just the 3 iron. Hopefully, Bryce clipped the branch. Hopefully, he did not. All right, let's try a full in here. Let's see what that does. That actually was kind of something. That actually worked. And mainly because I didn't want it to be going directly into the up 10. That was it. All right, let's get one more of these in, and then we'll pound out some invites and see if we got anything we like. Let's just go make our exception run. I gotta say, I stay the fuck out of the trusted invites group invites. There are a couple of very good sandbaggers in there. All right, we're just going to burn through and accept all these. There's not a lot to do. Go easy on me. Hi, Skittle. Is that you playing in Florida, Wayne? I just see you. You had a one better going a second ago, I thought. Oh, pending. All right, we're good. I'm doing well on yourself, Wayne. You're playing as Skittles, right? Ah. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, here comes a two better for you guys. I think there's one. And there's one. We asked for it. We begged. We asked for it. All right, fuck it. We got to go three better now. That shouldn't have been like that. Yeah, I went out to my bar to play last night, and there's a dart league going, so they kind of blocked me off of one of the two machines, and the other machine's fucking TV shut off every 3 holes. I had to wait fucking 3 minutes to turn it back on. I played it daily, and I left. Better have a new TV today. That's all I'm expecting. Outwind to 6. I'm okay with this. That's good shooting though, Wayne. I mean, what? Oh, 17. Everybody's missing it. I get it. It's tricky now. Wow! Oh! Wow, that looked like it was just up. One hop drop. Oh, it absolutely does. Wow, I didn't think that would get past the hole like that. Man, I'm misjudging that. I pushed it left. Come on. Snap. Ah, nope. I did. I sprayed it. But I'm missing you. I'll settle for the ghost of you. You more than life. I don't ace that one enough. But it just so happens it's always 10 to 15 wind on it, it seems. Oh, have a good one, bud. I'm right on him, man. Jesus. You to know that if I can. Guys, it's a cloudy day, it seems like. Moisture's in the air. It just hasn't started raining down on us yet. Gosh, we're right there. And there's Bryce. Bryce holing him out. Points on these are a good way to tell. All right, there's nothing above me, right? We're not seeing anything. This should be fine. When my putter blocks the hole completely, you know that it's too close. I find myself hitting release on that hole almost every time. All right, so the only way I can lose this is if somebody one better aces it. So we're knocking it up there. We know we're not going over with that. Done. Happy. We'll take it. Didn't get the two better. I'll skip those for now. We're going to go back in. Let's play some invites. Let's see what we got available here. I want to show you guys the shot that I'm hitting on Nihon right now. So we'll start there. Yeah, I absolutely do. I want to figure out a way to do it more, like... No, I'm playing a Tennessee guy for you, Jay. I saw you had Billy and Christina up with you guys. Looks like lots of fun. Yeah, nope, no shush. Pin's too close to the front for that distance. I'm not doing it. I think it's Dustin Anderson. I'm not sure, though. No, Michael Gray. Michael Gray. All right, we're going 30s on this. Michael Gray. I forgot about that. You guys are all good peeps down there, man. Present company excluded. Mind of song, that's a special train. Pretty easy. Natural. Oh, good Dallas. What's the Dallas star for? I'm confused. I'm confused. It happens. Rather be a hunter than the prey. Just changing my angles. I thought I canned that. Fuck. Change from top chat to live chat. What are you talking about from top chat to live chat? I'm on live chat. What are you... Are you saying in YouTube? I don't have that option with Restream. I don't think I've ever hit a 5-iron coming in here. This is too close. Huh. Well, now you got me concerned. No, it was held to review. Yeah, no, I went over to YouTube, but it said the message was held for review, and I don't know why. That's a little weird. Huh, weird. I haven't seen that before. Well, I mean, I declined it for review. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why. But it's not. It still doesn't show me in restream, so that's a little interesting. I wonder how many messages I've missed that are sitting there like that. Well, most people aren't just typing one thing and leaving, so they'll say, "No, I said this." Everything will be hot, say. Here's to the ones that we got. All right, I hate this hole now. It's a good hole, though, now. Whew. Thought I shorted it at first. Fuck. So far, I've only missed it once, so that's good. I'm happy with that. How are the regular courses going? Oh, we're fine. We're just playing our first one now. I showed everybody the YouTube of the shot that I hit. That was in the daily, but I've been using it quite a bit now with the new tee boxes. I want to show you guys. Now there's an issue to it, because if you can't hit a banger A1, it won't work. We're just getting it going, Bryce. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not. And the brinks ring back all the memory. High five into that. It's going to be awfully close. Yeah, I don't like that shot at all. I do like when I'm making the putts, though. We're good. Oh, I love that shot now. I like the high five on that hole. It just didn't look like it would work today. Let's just keep it clean. We're going to keep it clean. All right. Oh, wrong hole. Oh, that's pretty friendly. Reading books of old, the legends and the myth. Achilles, go Achilles. Ooh, we're getting close. The wife's coming home soon. Okay, so it's not my optimum setup for this shot, but if we can put this ball right to the end of the fairway, right? That's pretty close. If I go here and I hit a spinner, I'm going to hit this with no backspin on it this time, right? And look at that thing, fucking snapped way out. But it skipped. I didn't catch that ball good. I generally am only doing that with a wind out wind. And a right to left, because it's hard to get the ball to hang out enough. But I haven't had it not skip the water yet, so that was pretty safe. I was going to hold off on that and use it on a bad setup in Dallas. Why'd I bite that? I'm stupid. Do I want to just go at it? All right, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to just hit a straight shot. Yeah, it is. So the key, Dan, I'm basically pulling it back straight almost. I mean, it's one click. Okay, so let me go through my definitions of terms here, right? So we got a full is anything when you pull back outside of the A or C closer to the choose club. That's a full. Half cut is in between the tips of the A and B and the B and C. Baby cuts are anything inside of the B range. So on that one, the biggest cut you can have is in the B, or otherwise you're going to snap it too far over. So if you have a right to left wind, you're going to pretty much here play it flat to the tip of the B, the middle tip of the B with maybe one click inside the opposite way if you want the ball to go. Okay, what the fuck just happened there? Jesus Christ. Ah, well, enjoy it, Michael. That came off funny. I don't know why I'm in silver bracket after the last update, too. It hasn't changed at all. It doesn't affect anything. I'm never in. Yeah, just keep the cut basically nothing. All right, what do we got? We got a couple games left before the wife gets home, and I gotta go eat. Anything here that you guys are seeing that you're very interested in? Do we want to play a 22 or an older one? You guys want old or newer? I'm not stepping on his parents' toes here, dude. That's the kind of shit that kids' parents will hate you for. Because basically what you're saying, I mean, on that one, the basic premise would be telling his parents that, oh, you guys don't have the money to pay for this. Timber it is. Is it on there? Oh, there it is. Thanks, Chris. Got it. That's one I don't want to mess with. I'm calling 27 on this setup. I haven't seen it. Yeah, we'll send some this way because I am fucking broke. Luckily, I'll get a little bit more when I start school here in January, but... in my bones. Yeah, but if it's... As parents say, it's too expensive, but if you give them the money for it... That... I don't want his dad to go, oh, what, these guys think we're broke or something? And that I know my parents would have felt that way. Like, I would not have been allowed to take a free trip from someone else when I was a kid. But I don't know if that's just the way my family was or if everyone else is. Like, now, if we came up for a way that he'd have to work for it, I think his dad might be in on that. But at least he's going. You got to go to Worlds, though, right, Bryce? No, I understand that, but that's not. No, I'm not. It's not about us. I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about they don't want him to go. All right, good. Well, start saving now. If you want to drive down here and mow my lawn, I'll give you $100 every time you do it. And I don't have a lawn. So what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. You can come down here and just fake it. Nowhere to hide when I'm living too close. Just the magic. Ugh, that pin's not in a fun spot. Good. You pussy. Oh my god, that's even worse. That's a terrible chip. Nice! Bryce is gonna be a driving guy. Sweet. You dance, dance, dance. Sweet, does that mean we get a sober cab now at every tournament? Nice. Dude, you can pay for every tournament that you do by doing that. I'm not kidding. Just feeling it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. I mean, you know how much we, out of the bar at a tournament, how much Uber makes off of us those weekends? Or shit, even the driver Darius that we used to get for, I know, not only did we tip him a boatload, but we also paid for him to go on an adventure afterwards in East St. Louis, which was fun. I mean, we felt bad because we thought that Paul and him were going to be hooking up, not Luna, a different Paul. I won't give last names. That person will know who I'm talking about. When we talk about Darius, he knows where we're coming from. That's got to get close. No way. No way. Saturday night, we in the spot. Now, see, old saying that ball's on the green. I'm not kidding. That would have been on the green before. Don't believe me, just watch. No way. It was, Kelly. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the time of year, though, at my house especially, where... Yeah, it was. I'm not going to say... Like, that's the kind of shit we shouldn't be talking about. It was crazy. I'm a band about that money. Saturday night, we in the spot. Yeah, that was the night after... Oh, dude, that was after I won that St. Louis tournament. Oh, it got out of hand. Later, Bryce. Have a good dinner, my man. Yeah, I got to do the same here. We got one more, and then it'll be time to go. The wife should have left already, and I don't understand it. Funk you up. Now, see, we used to drive this hole every now and then, and I don't think it's possible anymore. Now, I wonder if it's just because stout balls, you can't get it to go, but... All right, we're getting greedy. I don't know yet, Caesar. I got a feeling it's going to be Chick-fil-A. I kind of want to make... No. I don't know, man. I'm not quite sure. I could go for a Costco pot pie, too. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, Caesar, if you haven't, I know you love the hot dogs, right? But their pot pies are phenomenal. That's not where you want to put that. Well, all right, water or in. Here we go. In, yay! All right, there's lots of crazy setups on this hole. Unfortunately, we got a really easy one. I would have loved to have shown you guys a couple of the other shots, but that didn't happen on this. Tongue and hold my breath. Scared to rock the boat, make a lot. Ah, have fun downtown, man. You guys have good shit going on, and I'm just getting done here. Probably run off to Costco with the wife. Yeah, they're very good. And you're not a big guy, but I bet you'll eat. It's huge. They're like $20, but it feeds a family of 8. What's the difference between Caesar and a Costco pot pie? A Costco pot pie can feed a family of 4. Oh! But all right, what do we got else? Let's play a kangaroo. Let's end it on a kangaroo. No records. This is the home of the first 3500 in Golden Tee history. All right, now this is a little different. I'm going to try to drive it because I'll get a chush then. It's 2 hours, man. I go about 2. My neck starts hurting, man, and that's part of the reason I got to take a break. I can't play at home and stream and then go out to the bar and play. My neck starts fucking killing me. So I got like a 20 game limit maybe. Come on, get up there. Don't be behind a rock. Nope, it is. Good. Oh, wait. That's safe. But that's heavy rough. So is this going to come out clean? It's not. But... and it took a funny bounce. I am a champion, and you're gonna hear him. Wow, they kind of shit all over us this game. Caesar, you said you like the low T release. That low T release is a little bit off on me now because before at 85, it was I knew the distance, and now I'm a little hot on all of them. That wasn't a good, like, when we were talking during the par 3 about a good shot or not. To me, that wasn't a good shot. Yeah, it went in. The result's great. But that ball was way too hot. That wasn't the right play. I mean, it was probably the right play, but bring it down a couple degrees on that one. A couple MPHs down. And you're gonna hear me roar. That doesn't make any sense to me, but oh God. Right on a transition, right? Is that gonna work? Whew. Oh, 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 oh. See, that one I didn't. I know pullback shot because I needed to get enough MPHs on it to get that bite to come back down the hill. If I would have done a thumb shot, I land a little shorter, but I end up a lot farther away. Dylan, we're playing well, my man. How you doing? You walked in for the hole out, so that was good. This hole is so easy, and it's one I kind of fuck up a lot nowadays. Oh, good, good, good. I was wondering about that. Good. Dylan, you're in Iowa too, right? You're out in you're on the east side of Iowa, right? I haven't had a person say that they don't like the new machine that has one now. So that's good. I like it. I like hearing that. A couple of goofy little things that looks like there's a discoloration on some of the plastic. Don't worry, they'll take care of it for you. Oh, Columbus, gotcha. Ohio, Iowa, whatever. They're both four letters, and they both suck ass. So, guys, if you do get the deck with that film, like the little specs on it, I know Jason would be pissed off with the specs, but it's okay. They'll fix it. Oh, I did not. What was it? No. Oh, it kicked up. Am I okay now? No, we are not. Shit. I need to hit a 10.5 there to get that to bed more. Yeah, the buttons are terrible. I still hate it. I don't even care about... But see, that's the problem. I'll get used to it, but then I have to go play on commercial machines that there's only 3 PGAs anywhere near me. Unique players is only 55K? I gotta think that's not correct. Oh, I got you. You got it. For the month. Well, there's a lot of other factors in that. One, we haven't had any new real innovations, right? I got you. But, and then you also have to remember, too, there was a smoking ban at bars that came into effect. And I think that was the biggest hit we've taken in a year. And then you also have to remember, too, that 65% of games are casually played. It's something ridiculous. And then there is also something too. Yeah, so, okay, there's one here where you would think that home edition ownership would cause gameplay to go up on that. I'm going to disagree. Because, what is it? I want to say half the home machines are offline. And these numbers, the one that was like 60%, that was accurate. I don't know how accurate it is anymore. Yeah, well, that's true. That's something we need to know. I didn't think of that. But you would have been baffled at how big the smoking ban happened. Well, but that's the thing. The HE numbers are counting on, they would count on both. But it wouldn't. It's a tough way to look at it. Yeah, it's really a tough one, honestly. I don't know where to go with accuracy on that. Yeah, they do if they're online and you swipe in, but that doesn't give an accurate percent. Oh, well, that's the kind of data that I don't think they should, to be honest with you. Because we all know how numbers change people's perceptions. And if, let's say, they were down for a while, that might make people play less. Let's say they were down because of the pandemic, right? Then you have people that will go, oh, shit, nobody's playing GoldenTeeV, so why am I going to play? And I just gotta think that the pandemic was huge. Go back to like January of 2019 and see what that number is. Because, I mean, we already know that a lot of bars closed from that. So does that mean a lot of... And then things like promotional stuff like Club Lucky and Promo Nation are basically gone now. And those were big fucking tickers in it too. Oh, I got you. But did you see, I'm not looking at it right now, obviously, but did you see a dramatic decline? Oh, there it is. Sweet. Let's look at it. Let's see what you got. Okay, so since the pandemic, we've lost half the play, that's true, man. That's absolutely true. Now, if we did, I wonder what you're seeing. Okay, Jay, if you feel like it, go through monthly. Did you write a script to scrape from their website, or are you manually copying and pasting? Yeah, but the downtrend, do you see parts of it? Now, the other part of this that we don't also realize that we also are forgetting, with new game modes. Okay, so for instance, I got two guys here that are avid players. They play a lot, but now they only play closest to the pin when they go out and play. Yeah, true. But so we have other game modes out there. So, and they're just as profitable and important to IT with the, I mean, they're still getting their same cut and they're still then different users playing the game. So when you add more game modes to it, you're not showing up on the world records, and some people might enjoy playing closest to the pin. You're never on the record board with that. Some people might only go out just to play the daily. You're not on the world record for that. So those game modes actually might have a negative they'll have a negative effect on that world ranking number, but we could have doubled gameplay though. You know what I mean? So, oh shit, I never got a text saying you were leaving.
I know, surprise.
What?
I said surprise.
Surprise, everybody! Party's over. Everybody eat shit. We're on hole 18.
My mom called me.
Say hi to everybody, Joe.
Hi.
Well, you got to see yourself.
Hello.
Do you want to hit this? I don't know what to do. Are you gonna hit a C3PO?
No. That's too hard for me.
R2D2s?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can nut this. We gotta nut it. We nutted it. Oh yeah. Hey, Jay says hello.
Hello. I had to stop and say hi to Ann.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, 29.
You know we have our own dogs.
I know. I told her I gotta go. I gotta go say hi to my pups.
You do. All right, guys. So that means I have to go too and say hi to my pups.
Oh.
What is Petra 13? What is Petra 13, Michael?
Hi, Caesar.
Oh. All right, let's play one Petra real quick. Go get changed. You want to go to Costco?
Yeah, I gotta return those.
I know. You want to go to Costco and then maybe.
Get a Zop.
Oh, she wants a Caesar. I was saying a Costco pot pie, but it's an hour to cook afterwards, and I don't think she'd be.
No.
But it sounds good on the smoke. But we're going to get one though.
We can have that tomorrow.
There we go. We're gonna get a pot pie, a pizza, and come on back here. I'm gonna relax. We're gonna watch some True Blood. We're gonna play Petra real quick because I gotta say I'm getting stupid. And Michael, for once today, right now, my neck's not doing too bad right this moment, so I'm okay. We'll see. I know I have a Petra. Oh, there we go. We got one. Petra heads up. Here we go. All right, she's getting changed. We got about 10 minutes. Let's go. All right, we got a drivable hole 1. Now, this one might not get on with the straight shot, but if I turn here, it's definitely not getting on because that curve's too big. So we'll get a chip at the very least from here, which is all I'm looking for. I'm okay with this. Not when I fucking... Wow, that is an abysmal-ass chip. That's terrible. I'm down one, I'm sure. Almost back. Oh, I thought that felt right. God damn. All right, we're getting there. We're getting to 13. God, I can't believe it took somebody to say, just go over it. I was like, oh, yeah, we can go straight. The first 2 times I played this, I was like, this hole sucks. I didn't even think about going back to where we were going before. It just didn't look like it was clearing those, and it's no problem. It pretty much can clear any which way you want to do it. All right, we've got the 3 hybrid now. We're gonna go with a low T roll. A little hot. You put a 3 hybrid in your bag, Dan, and then it becomes easy. I basically took my Hollywood bag where I had added a 3 hybrid. I dropped my 4 wood in favor of a 3 hybrid. I hate it. A 2 iron would work too, because it's a little bit longer than the 3 hybrid, but also shorter than the 2. It would work very well as well. Hey! And then remember, it's important too, because if you're at certain distances, you're kind of going to have to figure out the apex of the curve of that club. But there's certain distances where the apex is just too high, and if you hit that club, it's going to hit. So a little cut goes a long way. Kind of similar to what we were talking about on 18. I don't know why the other tunnel didn't get brought into play yet. That's got to be the next season. We're putting the biscuits right near the baskets. 310. Question: do we go? We'll just go with the medium T. I was thinking a high 5 would have landed there. You just got to go by course. And on this course, I can get by without having a 4 wood and just a 5 wood only. Yeah, there are times like on this and on fucking Hollywood where I regret not having it. But those shots are all shots I can accomplish. On that one, it can accomplish with some ease to them. With that short hole through the tunnel, it's a challenge to make the driver stay under that. And to stay on the green even. So in the end, it wasn't really a question. If you have a G wedge, if you have 2 wedges too, get rid of one of the wedges. Look, the lob wedge is what I call an insurance club. It's an in case shit happens club. Meaning, if you need it, you probably fucked up the round anyway. Almost. So close. Boop. Hang on, Mom texted. Okay, all right. Now, how do I want to do it? Fuck it. Let's just be safe. Can't fuck that up. Oh, okay. Now I know what 13 is. So I'm either going here. On this setup, I'm going to go here. I'm going to high T. And since I'm not getting a full cut on it, I'm doing a half cut and just smoothing it around. Is that high enough that I can putt this? It certainly looks that. Smoothie. Otherwise, if I can't get around the rock from the turn, one extra turn, I turn one left, full baby, and generally play a little bit more club for that. And my goal is to land it in the sand first. Now I'm pissed I missed hole one. Fuck. This has been drivable quite a bit now. The problem is if you don't get it there, it puts you into what I like to call Fucksville, where you have no chance after that. All right, let's walk with a 30 at the end of the day. Let's get it. Oh, so I figured out what's going on this hole. This path down here between the rocks is not sand, it's stone. So that's why when you land a little short, it bounces real funny. And it's stone, even though it's flat, it all funnels left. So if you hit that, you're going left. I can't say we're not right on right now. We are very close. Let's get this ace to make up for one. Let's ace this. Oh God, let's not. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Gotta dumb it down even further, apparently. Oh, well, we did not get the 30. I gotta say, I think 18 is even the most atrocious hole ever now. Because you get stuck where you can't go down this way. Like right now, I don't really have a good way to go down this chute without a high risk. So I have to play it over here, and then we're at the luck of getting it to the bottom. And I hate this. I hate not being able to aim at my target where I have to play silly rock bounces in order to have a chance. Now, with this one, I want it to hit the rock one time on the right-hand side and then get to the downslope. So what I want to do here is I want to cut this to follow the curve, miss the left wall, and hit the right wall with something solid. So we're going to go with the 3. I got a right to left wind, so I'm going to backspin this so it doesn't kick as hard off the rock way left. Well, actually, though, if I kick the right rock and hit the left rock with release, I might get this to the bottom of the green. So let's try that. Okay, why the fuck did that ride the wall? Okay. Gimmick, garbage. All right, we'll finish off. The 29's pretty solid. We're happy with it. We're good. Dealer has 21. He's out. Guys, look for alerts. Keep the notifications on. If I stream in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be just a random, hey, I'm popping in there. So keep your eyes open to see if it happens. Otherwise, wish you guys the best of luck, and we will see you guys on the leaderboards out at the bar if I get a chance to play at the bar a lot. But like I said, I got a lot of driving to do here. So we'll see you guys shortly. Have a great week. If not, we'll see y'all in Dallas. Thank you very much. Word of mouth is out. Have a good day, everybody. Good night.